Hello, everyone. You guys, welcome to the Hangout this evening. I'm having just a slight technical difficulties, so we're going to go ahead and get started here in a couple more moments. We realized that for some reason the links weren't exactly sent out the correct way, so we're going back over that right now. So you guys, be patient, but definitely want to thank you guys for coming. You guys to our vision party, right? If you guys probably who are on here know that we're on day one actually of the book called Change Your Language, Change Your Life. And you guys, if you guys don't know what the book is, if you guys seen the postings, this is the name of the book. It's by Jotina Buck, and it's called Change Your Language. Technical difficulties, so we're going to go ahead and get started here in a couple more moments. We realized that for some reason the links weren't exactly sent out the correct way, so we're going back. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll just making sure you guys can hear and see me. And definitely, you guys, if you can hear or see me, if you can hear me, the number one, right down here in the chat. And if you can hear me, and if you can see me, go ahead and type the number 2, so I know that you guys can hear and see me, please. I know there's also a small delay, so I'm going to go ahead and wait as you guys are typing that in here. Hey, Tina. So, okay, I don't see anybody commenting. I see you guys in the room. I don't see any comments. No. You should be able to refresh the screen. Let me see. Tina, we're live, Tina, but for some reason we're not I'm making sure everybody can see and hear us. Okay. The broadcast has been sent out as well too, with the link for the individuals they should be able to see and hear us. And for some reason it says the chat is currently disabled. Let me figure out what's going on.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm trying to find. You should be able to refresh the screen. Let me see. Tina, we're live, Tina, but for some reason we're not making sure everybody can see and hear us. Okay. The broadcast has been sent out as well too, with the link for the individuals to and hear us. And for some reason it says the chat is currently disabled. Let me figure out what's going on.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, hold on one second.
So we see how much of a delay that is.
Right, exactly, right? You should be able to refresh the screen. Let me see. Tina, I can see. Okay, awesome. Live, Tina, but for some reason we're not. Okay, for some reason it won't mute. That's nice. I was trying to check in and see at the same time. Okay, so I can see the people in the room, and okay, but Tina, are you able to see the chat box?
No. I'm working on this end too to see what I can get.
Okay, I think I just fixed it. Okay, I can see the chat now. Okay, I can see it. For some reason it wasn't working. Okay, you guys. I'm just gonna take one more minute. I had a couple people said they couldn't get in, so give me one moment. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I think it's working. I think we're good. I think we're all good to go. We're all good to go. Okay. Tina, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I'm trying to get my camera to work.
Okay. Right. You guys, we usually, what was crazy, we use Webinar Jam as one of our platforms to do our hangouts, and just so happened that they decided to upgrade their system, and some things have been moved around. So we were trying to figure it out. We thought we had it figured out, and we realized some things were not done. So please bear with us. I love the new system that they have here. So we're just trying to figure it out right now, because we thought we found everything and went through, beforehand to make sure everything was a good to go, and then something else happens, right? But we're still going. We're here live, so you guys, want to thank you for joining us. And as soon as Tina gets her camera together, we'll go ahead and take it from there. That's what I'm talking about. She was having technical difficulties. She had to hop on another computer, right? So you guys, we'll get started here in just a couple more moments. Everybody should see and hear me fine. I know, like I said, there is a small delay, so we're going to get started here very soon. Tina, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Fine. We can actually get started. I'll be working on this camera between these two computers. I'll be working on the camera, but I don't want to hold this up. So if you want to.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to you, so you can just. I briefly was talking about. Well, I guess I'll start before I go ahead and turn it over to you, right? For everybody who wasn't on, you guys, this morning we were talking about vision, and it's what prompted this webinar, because reading the book again, Change Your Life, Change Your Language, Change Your Life by Jyotina Buck. And the first chapter was so profound, talking about vision. And as we talked about, if you notice in the different books we've been reading, down from Cashel Kelly's book to Joel Osteen's, and now Jyotina's book, they've kind of have started from the same basics, right? Was started talking about your vision. So what we want to do is bring it back from when we got started initially, from doing the calls, and take it from a standpoint of sharing our vision with you guys. And Cashel Kelly, she talked about in her book, Boss Woman Pray, about writing the vision and make it plain. It's actually a scripture from Habakkuk. And I think everything just aligns perfectly, and with this book, we said, you know what, let's talk about, our vision. Let's talk about doing a vision party, because a lot of times people hear about vision boards, but you'd be surprised about the people who really don't know how to do a vision board. How do you create your vision and make it plain? And how do you go ahead and put the things that you visualize into actually actions? So what I want to do now is go ahead and turn it over to Tina. And I just want you to go ahead and just talk about, one of the reasons that we even started doing this call back from, what is it, three months ago now, when we first started to do the call consistently every month.
Okay, wonderful. So yeah, we had this vision that we not only wanted to be held accountable for just creating a new system to where we're doing certain things, because we are accountability partners. And so, we came up with this idea that, hey, let's get other people involved and share a lot of the things that we're learning, and a lot of the things that we just want to get out of our heads to help other people. So we started off with the book, Boss Woman and Man Pray, and we got a good response from people. And so we decided, hey, let's keep going. So now it's evolved from just holding each other accountable and getting up and doing certain things, to now we've said, okay, this is going to be something we do every month, every morning, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time. And so we're into our third book. And what we found is that the most of the type of people that we're attracting are entrepreneurs, or they're aspiring entrepreneurs. And so are we. And so we want to tie in, a positive message to start your day off right, along with business principles that can help people to grow and expand their businesses. We are fortunate to be in communities where we're around a lot of experts, and they're training us and teaching us a lot of different things, and some people aren't as fortunate. So we're like, look, we're not going to hold the knowledge in, we're going to share it. So that's our vision. We wanted to come before we get started on everybody creating their vision. We wanted to let you all know what our vision was and how we've gotten to the place that we've gotten. And so it's something about the power of a decision and a power in vision. Y'all hold on one second. My kids think because I'm doing this hangout that they're not on task. So just give me 1 second.
The life of an entrepreneur,
Okay.
right?
Right. I always laugh and say that's the reality show that they need is the reality show that talks about everything that we deal with as entrepreneurs. But anyway, so back to that. So we want to be able to just give back and share a lot of the things that we've learned, but tie it into starting your day off right. So that's why we do the morning calls. And we've gotten feedback from people that say, hey, we appreciate you guys doing these calls, and it helps me start my day. And that means a lot to us, because sometimes it's a sacrifice, but it goes to show that we're in the right place and we're doing the right thing. And so we just want to share our heart, share our vision, and be able to give back all at the same time. So, and what I was saying is, it's something about the power of a decision. When you decide that, you know what, I'm going to not live in, a mediocre life. I'm going to live extraordinary. I'm always talking about, hey, I don't want to live inside of a box. I don't want to do the traditional things that people do. I want a certain type of lifestyle. And every day I get up, I tell myself, if it is to be, it's up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. That means I control my destiny. I control where things happen. So the decisions that I make have a whole lot to do with that. So is it a lot of discipline that's required? Absolutely, it's a lot of discipline. But is it going to be worth it? Absolutely. So the vision board is designed to solidify those decisions that you've made. And so you can see yourself on the days when you don't feel like things are going the way you want them to go. You need to have something that you can physically see to remind you why you're getting up every day, why you're doing what you're doing. So we didn't want to keep this to ourselves. We wanted to share it with everybody, that's on. So we appreciate you guys for being on. Jaleesa, I'm going to turn it back over to you. I'm going to keep playing and trying to because I want to be able to be on this camera the right way. I'm going to try to keep playing with it and join so that we can get started with actually crafting the vision board. So I'm going to turn it back over to you. And I guess we can start with the first part of what we need to do. Do you have like your paper, and people can be cutting out whatever their vision is, gluing it up? We want to get their feedback on how they feel about, what they're going to be posting. And I would encourage everybody to wake up the dreamer in you. Sometimes we think about things and we put it off on the back burner because circumstances get in the way, or we feel like we don't have the skill, we don't have the time. We give ourselves all these excuses. But today, I really want you all to sit down and really put out there how you want your ideal life to look like. That's what you want to put on that vision board, because you have what it takes to achieve it. You can do it. It takes a system. It takes support. It's a lot of different things that it takes, but you can do it. If you tell yourself you can do it, you can do it. So, all right, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Jaleesa. Somebody's texting me. They're trying to get on. We help them.
Okay. No problem. Sorry, I was on mute. And what I want to do, I'm in the book right now. For those of you who have the book, or even who don't have the book, I'm going to go back over what we went over this morning, talking about the five steps of creating a vision board, and going back to where Jotina talks about the reason behind the vision, why a vision is so important. A lot of time as business owners, we have these goals in mind, right? Or we have these this fire inside us to do something different, to birth that dreamer inside us, like Tina said. And a lot of times we don't get it out. We lack clarity with the vision, right? We lack clarity on what it is that we're set here to do. I recently went to an event called Mission to Millions Life Direction. That event was phenomenal, and it really helped me to narrow down what my mission was, what my calling was here in life, and how to align my vision with my mission, and how to align different opportunities. Because as we know, as entrepreneurs and business owners, people see the go-getter inside of us and want us to join every opportunity out there, right? Because they think we'll be so good because we're people persons, right? And people persons, that didn't even sound right. But we have to learn how to say no, right? Or we have to learn how to say, you know what, does this opportunity align with my vision? Does this opportunity align with my mission? So we have to go back and realize, okay, first, what is my mission? What am I set here to do? Is everything that I'm doing aligned with it? So first, it's going to take it back, to go back a step. There you are. I see you, girl. Tina Renee, I see you. So it's going back to really focusing on first what it is that you want. You know, what is it that you see what do you see yourself from 5 years from now? Where exactly do you want to be from 5 years from now? Are you on track with going with that goal? So it really starts from there, and realizing we all have different areas in our lives that we want to work on, right? And the common mistake is trying to work on everything at once, when it's really a step-by-step system. And we're going to do PowerPoints, and like we usually do our Hangouts. If you guys have been on before, we say, you know what, we want to just have a heart-to-heart, honestly. Anything, no PowerPoints, no slides, nothing. And we just want to go ahead and speak to you guys and tell us share with you guys our vision, like we said, with the call, and how we create a vision board. I'm not at home right now, you guys. I'm in California, but if I was at home, you would probably be looking at my vision board. If you've probably seen on different Hangouts, that always usually is right behind me, you guys. And I constantly have to remind myself, you know, every morning while I'm waking up, why it is that I'm doing what I'm doing. You know, down to the affirmations. And one thing that I love about the book we're reading, Jotina actually has, her book starts off actually with affirmations, but she has these little bookmarks that are so cool as well too, that have the affirmations on there. And I'm just going to read the affirmations because it aligns with your actual vision. So that's one thing you definitely want to make sure that you're actually setting, you know, that you're reminded to do every day. So I'm gonna just go ahead and read the affirmations on here. I know we read them the first day we were on the call, but my inner vision is always clear and focused. I have the energy and passions to make my thoughts reality. I replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. My desires manifest easily and naturally. All my desires and needs are met. I operate in constant awareness with everything that is around me. I am awake to life. I create space for abundance in every area of my life. I am intentional about fulfilling the vision for my life. I have the capacity to unlock unlimited possibilities. I create it. I see it often. God ordain it. I do what it takes to achieve it, and God manifests it. And she talks about vision and manifestation, defining what you want. You know, it starts from the beginning, like I said, defining out there what do you want. You know, what is it that you see that your big dream is? Because in order to create a vision board, first you have to know what your vision is, right? You have to have clarity in the vision. Clarity in the vision accelerates the goal. So the first thing is getting clear. Before we get into actually the step-by-step system of how to create a vision board, we need to talk about how to define what you want. You know, you have to really get back, and this may take you a day. You may not be able to complete your vision board today or tomorrow, because you maybe really need to sit down and have that time with him and meditate and say, you know what is it that I want? What is my ultimate goal? What is it that I'm set here to do? You know, once you figure it out, you guys, write it down in present tense, as detailed as possible. That is the one thing I can tell you that has helped tremendously for me, when I'm able to write down my actual vision, write it down and make it plain, right? That is one of my favorite scriptures in Habakkuk. Talks about write the vision down and make it plain, so it's clear on tablets so others can read it. Because you guys, when you write your vision down in present tense, what I mean by saying that is, for me, one of my visions that I wrote down for my two, I think it was at that time, it was at a 2-year goal, and I kind of remember like it was I almost remember a heart by heart, because I woke up in the morning and I read it each morning, because you want it to constantly remind you, want to be reminded of it every single day. You want it to breathe it, you want it to feel it, because it is going to come to reality. That vision is going to come to pass. You want it to manifest in your life, and constantly remind yourself. I had a mentor tell me one time that, go ahead and write it down on a note card and carry it with you and read throughout the day. Mine was a little bit longer to fit on a note card. I should have probably printed out. That's what I'm gonna do with my next one. Is go ahead and print it out and keep it on a note card and keep it on my phone, and things like that. Because when you write it down, you write it in present tense. I'm so happy and grateful now that my life is flourishing in the way that I saw it. I'm sitting right now at the beach, and I hear the palm trees blowing in the wind, and I never thought I would be in Aruba working from here, being able to speak in front of thousands, and so on and so on. And I talk about I'm sitting here looking at the cup, looking at this cup right here filled with Hawaiian, I forgot what it was, a Hawaiian drink that I like, this exotic drink. But anyway, I went ahead and I wrote it down exactly how I visioned it, right? I took the vision and I went ahead and wrote it down and described every single detail, because each detail is gonna come into your brain. You're gonna visualize it. You can close your eyes and visualize. When I say the palm trees, you can vision the palm trees just swinging, and I'm on the beach. You see the water, and you see the sand is white, the water's clear and blue, and then you smell the sea breeze going by. So you want to go in detail as if you're there, right? And I close my eyes and say it because it's as if I'm there, because it makes me go back into that visionary stage where I'm manifesting what it is that I want, right? And then you guys repeat it out loud, morning, day, and night. You guys repeat it out loud. This is going to help, because as you're speaking it, as you're reading it out loud, again, you have power in the tongue. Like she said, change your language, change your life. And as we talked about in last month's book, Joel Osteen's 31 Declarations to Speak Over My Life, Joel talked about speaking over your life, speaking over the things that you want to happen. If you say you're going to have a crappy day, you're going to have a crappy day, because you're bringing that into your life. There is so much power in the tongue, and a lot of times we don't realize how powerful our words are. How powerful it is if we say, you know what, I'm just having a crappy day. I just can't believe what's going on. That it can only get worse, or it can't get any worse than this. Something else is going to happen, because you're attracting that. But instead of you putting positive things out and say, you know what, my day is going to be awesome. I'm going to have an amazing day. I'm going to have so much business today. I'm going to be streaming with new orders. I'm going to be streaming with new clients. I'm going to have an exciting day. I'm going to have new opportunities. I know that supernatural blessings are coming to me today, and keep speaking that in your life. Watch those things happen, watch them happen. And you have to believe that it's possible. The belief is so important, because you could say all these things, but if you don't believe in your heart, then it's not going to happen, because that belief has to be there. Just as long as you saying it, just as much as the power of the tongue is, you believe in it, has to happen. It has to happen. And also taking action, you guys. You have to act on it. Act as if you already received what it is that you're asking for, the thing that you're wanting. As we talk about writing it down in present tense, you want to act as if it's already happened. Act as if you already have that 5-bedroom house you wanted, with the pool in the back and the palm trees in the front, right? Act as if you already have that new Mercedes C-Class Benz. You guys don't even know anything about cars, right? I know, I just want my Aston Martin, right? But you go ahead and act as if you already have it, and watch the things just start manifesting in life. And by journaling this, you guys, you'll see, once you go to it, once you go back and look, you'll see how much it's changed. But you guys, I've just gave you basically the 7 steps to creating your vision and manifestation. You guys, the last one is let it go and extend gratitude for manifestation of your desire. So you guys, I'm gonna go over again if you guys were not writing it down. The first one is to define what you want. Okay, define. The second one is write it down. right? We talked about writing it down. The third one is making it possible and making it visible so that you can see it and repeating it out daily. Okay, so we want to make sure that we write it down, and like I said, having the information on your phone, having it when you first wake up, have the note cards in your purse. You want to make sure that you have it constantly around you as a reminder. And like I said, repeat it. That's number 4, you guys. Repeating it out daily, in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. You guys, 5 is believing it, believing that it is possible. 6 is acting upon it, act as if you already have it, you already received it, okay? And then 7 is let it go, you guys. Let it go and extend the gratitude for the manifestation of your desires. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to Miss Tina Renee as we go into the steps, the 5 steps for the manifestation. I'm sorry, the 5 steps of the vision board, talking about the vision board, since we got down basically as far as creating the vision, the steps to even creating it, because we realized that we had to step back one, because people sometimes don't even know how to create their own vision.
Right. And so, you know what, that brings me right to, I know, we have our calls in the morning and we pray on our calls, but I really want to remind everybody of what the word says about a vision, and just pray before we actually start, because I want people to make sure that you're not leaving out anything that you want. When I literally say that you want to take this opportunity to wake up the dreamer in you, that means the things that you put on the back burner, the things that you just said, hey, I'm not going to do this because of, just whatever that reason was, let that go, and let's start fresh and new, and really, really put your vision together as to what it is that how you want your life to be. Because I'm telling you, there's so much power in the tongue. So I'm going to pray before we get started, so that we're open to the dreamer in us, and making sure that, we don't leave anything on the back burner, that we don't leave anything on the table because we have doubt. We just want to dispel all of that. And we've all heard the scripture that comes from Habakkuk 2 that says, write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it. But I'm just going to pray for provision and dreams to be awakened. Dear God, make my vision plain to me and awaken the dreamer in me. Allow me to become acutely aware of signs that I've previously overlooked that might confirm my path. Bring me in remembrance of those dreams I've abandoned. Continue to remind me of daily opportunities you give me to follow my dreams. Help us to see what others so boldly see in us that we may feel that sometimes we don't see. Reverse the damaging effects of words or discouragement or hate spoken towards us by others. Heal our past hurts and the disqualifying thoughts that stifle us. Cast out all doubt that may arise and tell us that, we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, or, it's not simple enough. Replace those thoughts with thoughts of joy, determination, infinite faith. Give us a clear vision tonight, Lord. Grant courage to change paths, that in anything that we're able to do, that we're able to currently walk in it and fulfill the vision and the dream that we have for life. Give us a fresh and updated dream that will excite us. Quiet our life to hear a clear voice and vivid instructions that might have us avoiding missing the mark. Bring in a complete alignment with what you have for our life, and make our visions clear tonight, God. That's our prayer. So we want to go ahead, I guess, let's just start with starting the vision board. For me, what I did was I didn't have magazines, so I went to Google Images, and I have several pictures that I printed out of things, and I'll show you guys in a second, of things that I printed out that I visually want to see for myself. So if you're in that same situation and you don't have magazines, you can always Google Images and just put in what it is that you're looking for. And then with this hangout this is pretty much, we're going to be doing these weekly, so this is going to be the start of the vision, and then of course we want to get everyone's feedback and find out what it is that you all are wanting to achieve, and if there's areas that we can help in as far as what action steps to take. Then next week, that's what we're going to talk about, how to actually start doing some things that maybe some people might have thought it was too hard. If we're not the experts on it, we are big time networkers. We know a whole lot of people that can do a whole lot of things. So if we have to put you in contact with someone that can help you with something that we can't, that's what we want to do. The point is, we want everybody to know that it's possible, that you can live the life that you decide that you want to live, but it's about making that decision. So give me a second. I'm going to go get what I printed and just kind of start putting my stuff together. Do you want to have some feedback and see if anybody wants to share what their vision is or anything like that while we're putting things together?
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and open it up a little bit later.
Okay,
Once
cool.
we've to help them as far as setting it. And what I want to do is, you guys, we as far as your vision goes, we want to do it and focus on 3 main areas. And you guys, I have a cool way of doing it. I actually learned this from one of my somebody I was mentoring with, called Taria Avant. And I went to actually a vision board party. I think it was earlier this year. No, it was last year. It was last year because it was before the new year started. And it was the coolest way I've seen to do a vision board. And I started doing mine this way. I used to have this big, well, I still do. I have my vision board at my house. I have a big one about this big one, about a poster board. Then I have another one that's on one of those science, the science boards that fold in. You guys know what I'm talking about. Did your kids do projects on, right? Or if you're, I'm 26, so the ones I did projects on, right? So it was a really cool way. That's why I used to do my vision boards, right? But now I've come to where I focus every 90 days. I'm only focusing on 3 things that I want to improve in my life. And like I was saying before, sometimes we get into the mode where we get the superhero syndrome when we're trying to do everything. And we realize that we end up doing a whole lot of nothing, because we're so stuck on trying to do bits and pieces of our lives, and we don't actually get done what we need to get done. So you guys, I want you guys all to take out a piece of paper. Okay, if you don't already have one out, take out a piece of paper, and we're gonna do an exercise because it's going to help us to figure out what things we're going to look for in our vision board. Like Tina said, she was going into how to get the images, but let's take a step back and so you know what you're looking for. Like, for instance, if you're someone who doesn't know, how to go ahead and create that vision board, or you're someone who says, I don't have any magazines, but you can go on Google, right? You can do a vision board on your phone, you guys, because all the different apps that are out there using the images, screenshotting, there's so many different ways you can do it, even if you don't have the good old scissors magazine, right? So everybody has a piece of paper. Hope everybody has one. Now I'll take a moment because I know there is a delay before I go ahead and jump right in. But you guys, you'll be sent this replay as well too. So if you guys are trying to, frazzle and get things done, get things here and there, don't worry, I got you. So we're going to be sending that out. So you guys, what I want you to do is make a circle. Okay, you guys, and don't judge me. Okay, I'm not artistically inclined. So you want to make a circle on a piece of paper. Okay. And I want you to do, you guys, I made a pretty good circle. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I can draw, y'all. So you want to make a circle and you want to divide it into 8 different pieces, like a pie, right? So imagine this being the pie, and we want to go ahead and divide it into 8 different pieces, okay? 8 different pieces, okay? So let's see, we're going to divide it evenly, right? Okay, I did too many. Yeah. It may not be as portioned, but it's going to be all right. Okay, it took me that long. Y'all don't judge me. So I divided it in 8 pieces, right? I had to count it like 3 times to make sure this was right. So you guys, you have the circle and divided in 8 different pieces, okay? Now what I want you to do, I want you to label each of the pieces in this circle, right? In this pie, we're gonna call it a pie, right? Let's keep that pie analogy going. So we're gonna move the circle. We're gonna go ahead and label each section of the pie, okay? The first one we're gonna label is gonna be business, okay? The second one is gonna be finances, okay? Third one is gonna be health and wellness. The fourth one is gonna be spirituality. The fifth one is going to be family and friends. The sixth one is going to be significant other. The seventh one is going to be personal environment. And the eighth one is going to be recreation and lifestyle. Okay, so it should look like this. You guys written it down. And again, if you, I'll see if there's any questions here as far as a writing it down. And if I'm going too fast, you guys let me know. Let me know if I'm going too fast. And so, Tina, if you can put these in the chat so people can know. The chat box, or you don't have the chat box on. I have the chat box. Both of the chat box. I'm just gonna go ahead and say them again. How about that? Because I know you over there, you look like you're writing yours too. So I'm gonna say it again. The first one we want to have in our box is business. The second one is gonna be finances. The third one is health and wellness. The fourth one is spirituality. The fifth one is family and friends. The sixth one is significant other. The seventh one is personal environment. And the eighth one is recreation and lifestyle. Okay. So those are the 8 that we have right here. Okay. So out of these 8 that we have right here, you guys, what I want you to do now is I want you to go through each one of these, and on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being the least and 10 being the most, right? The areas of your life, I want you to go through each one of these, and I want you to number them as far as, with 1 being the where you think you feel like you need the most work in, and 10 means you don't need any work. Okay, you don't need any work. Thank you, Trey, for putting that in there. I appreciate that. The first one is business. The second, thank you. Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I want you guys to go ahead and each of these, I want you to label each one of these with the number. So for business, let's say your business, 1 being it needs a lot of work, 10 means you're good. You're good on your business as far as your business goes. You don't think you need any work because your business is thriving. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and write your number in for business. Okay, or where are you at on the level of business? So again, 1 being you're not doing that good, all the way up to 10 means you're doing great. Okay. And then finances, you guys, your finances, where they want them to be. Are you down on the 1, the 2s, or are your finances at a 10 or 11 where you want to be? Okay. Same thing for all of them. So I'm doing mine as we speak. All right, so you guys, we're taking time to go ahead and write all our numbers in here, okay? Let me go through and see if I wrote all my numbers the way I wanted them to. Okay, so guys, we have all our numbers in here, okay? So what I want you guys to do now is I want you guys to shade in. So think as each of these lines, they're from a scale with 1 being the least in the middle and 10 being all the way out to the outside, okay? So I want you guys to shade in the numbers you have, okay? So for this right here, this is around number 3 for me, so I'm going to shade in to about here. So that means that's where number 3 stops, okay, for me. This right here is number 5, so I'm shading a little bit more to number 5. You guys see that? It's number 5, okay? This one right here is number 6. This one right here is a number 6, so I'm shading in all the way to about number 6. This one right here is a number 6, so I'm shading that in. This one right here is a number 8, so I'm shading. Oh, you guys can't see that, right? My bad. There we go. So I'm shading this one in right here. So number 6. Number 4. And this one's a number 4. Okay, so you guys, this is how it looks, right? So it looks like it's all shaded, but you guys, right here, what we have, this right here, we're going to pick 3 areas on here that's shaded the least. So for me, and I'm just being honest, I have my business, my finances, and my health. Is that right? Business, finances, health, and wellness. Yep, business, those are my 3 right now, right? Is business, finances, health, and wellness. So those are the 3 areas that I want to work on for the next 90 days. Okay. Those are the areas. So I'm going to write those down, which is business, finances, and health and wellness. These right here, from the scale of 1 to 10, where I had them at, these were here that came in the bottom 3. Okay. And if you have some that are tied, go ahead and do any, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. But you guys, yeah, if you guys have someone that is tied, go ahead and just pick 1. Okay. Because we don't want to have a 4. We want to limit to 3. Okay, so I have, again, my business, finances, and health and wellness. Those came in at the top bottom 3. So these are the 3 areas that I want to focus on. Okay, and as far as the vision board goes, you guys, as we're creating this type of vision board, we're only going to focus on these 3 things. So if you have a magazine, if you have, if you're looking on Google, you want to go ahead and search images that are related to these 3 things, okay? So for me, for my health and wellness, I'm going to go ahead and put on my board of, I did this before as well too. I had a picture of somebody, somebody who was fit, who was running, and that signifies for me from exercising. And I also had a picture before of, it was like carrots and celery with some cheese and pretzels, I think, or something like that. So eating healthy, right? Then I also had on there drinking more water. And then I also would have on there, well, what I had on my other one was armband. One of the armband things that you put on your arm for you to make it easier to work out right? And I actually got one of those. So these vision boards are powerful, you guys. I set that out, and a couple months later, some of the things on my list I actually started doing because I simply wrote my vision down. Okay, wrote it down. So I went through and found pictures that related to this health and wellness. For finances, I have found pictures of money, found pictures of finances, found pictures of bank accounts and the amount that I want to make. Okay. And then business, I had pictures of people speaking on stage and different things like that. So you want to find the three areas that you want to focus on. These are what you're going to focus on for the next 90 days, you guys. And when you break it up like that, a lot of times when we make our goals and write them down, we get stuck on, this is so much, we get overwhelmed and we don't get them completed because we're so stuck on the fact that I'm not going to get it all done. I have too much, right? But when you break it down and you say, you know what, I'm going to tackle this quarter of this year, right? I'm going to tackle this the second quarter of this year. I'm going to tackle this the third quarter of this year, right? So it makes it a whole lot easier. And also it makes it easier when you want to hold yourself accountable. You feel like, okay, you know what? I only have these 3 things I'm focusing on, right? So it makes it a whole lot easier so that you're not overwhelmed. So you guys, take the time to look at these 3 areas and find things that relate to these 3 areas, okay? Like I said, mine's business, finance, and health and wellness. So I'm going to focus on things that are going to help improve these numbers so they're coming in at number 10, right? And this may be on some of these or 1 or 2 of these, maybe on your vision board on your next 90 days. But the important thing is that you make sure that you really focus on this. And when you're writing your vision and making it plain, you want to include these 3 things as if it's already happened, you guys. Remember the 7 steps to visioning, to creating your vision and manifestation. I wrote them down in here. Define, write, make, repeat, believe, act, and let it go. Okay, so that was the first thing that we went over. So you guys, make sure that you do this because this is really going to help you do your vision board. Okay, so once that's down, then we can go ahead and get into the area of actually how to go ahead and make the vision board, right? So I'm just going to go through. I know we went over on the call, meet those, the 5 steps. She talks about creating the vision board. The first one we talked about already is going through the images, not doing anything, not actually putting anything on paper, but making a big pile of everything, you guys. When you're searching through the magazines or you're searching through Google, you want to go ahead and just get all the information together, get all the pictures, you guys. I don't know how much stuff I cut out and then how much I actually used because I just was my mind was set on, okay, I'm finding everything. I think mine before was I had health and wellness. I had travel, and I forgot the other one that I had, but I had pictures of boats and I had pictures of yachts and exotic places like Aruba, Dubai, like that, because my goal and vision is the next the end of the quarter of this year, me and my boyfriend were going on a 17-country tour. You guys, we're taking 3 months of going on a 17-country tour because that's something we want to do. We just want to travel. So it's on our vision board, right? I made the steps to the action steps to make sure it's done. I went ahead and found the place that we're going to be, the places that we're going to visit, right? We have that written down. We have that in our room. I went and find, okay, how much is it going to cost? Go ahead and say, okay, this is how much we're going to need to go, right? And then the place we're going to stay. Okay, we're already an affiliate with the travel company, so we're going to go ahead and utilize that, and we just start planning things and taking it step by step. But it's all because we said, okay, this is the vision we have. We're going to do it. We went ahead and subscribed to all the travel magazines, the travel food magazines, because we want to, First, we want to get the knowledge, and because we know as going to different countries, there's certain things that you can and can't do, right? So we're not trying to get locked up in no foreign country. I'm calling Tina, you got to come get me, right? So, just taking those small steps and realizing that it's all leading up to that bigger picture. So I went through all the travel stuff and I cut out so much stuff and I didn't use all of it. But once I figured it out and got my, my vision board together, it made all the difference. And the other thing that I don't think I mentioned, well, I mentioned as to going through here. So let me stay on track. So we talked about getting all the images together and picking the ones that grab your attention that aligns with these three things. So the second thing is once you go through oh, you guys, my computer's going dead. As you're going through the images that you have, you're picking the ones that you want to be laid out on your board. So you guys, one thing that I've realized and that I've done before is taking the actual the piece of paper. You can either have an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, which is probably about this big. You know what I mean? It's probably 8.5 by 11. But you're taking the paper and you have 3 different 8.5 by 11 papers, okay? And the reason I say you have 3 of them because we have 3 areas we're going to work on. So you have one piece of paper that's going to be focused just on, let's say for mine, health and wellness, right? You have another one, maybe yours is family and friends, right? So that's your second one. Then the third piece of paper you have is your finances, right? So you have 3 different vision boards and they all represent those 3 areas. They each represents the 3 areas in life that you want to work on. Or you could also do a big vision board if you wanted to and just put different sections of each one, right? And then after you've gotten what you want in a vision board, go ahead and put everything on the board, you guys, and you can go ahead and write on it. You can write it with words and with words and markers, different things like that. I didn't actually write on my vision board. I took different words and phrases out of magazines and online and pasted them on there. And I think I made up some like different sayings, entrepreneurship, $1 million earner, different things like that, and actually wrote them out and then printed it and had them printed out and then put them on my board. So that's something else you could do as well too. The fourth step is leave space in the middle to add a vibrant, happy, radiant photo of yourself. This helps with seeing yourself in the future with your dreams manifested. So you guys, the fourth one is once you have on each of these boards, take your picture of yourself and put it in the middle of that board. So you have all your health and wellness, everything around it. And this is something I've never done before. So thank you, Jatina Buck. That's what I'm going to do for mine, is take a picture of myself and put it in the middle, right? To get a picture of yourself. I know everybody loves to take selfies, right? If you don't, you need to. Take a picture of yourself, or if you already have one laying around somewhere, and then put everything that you're, maybe for your health and wellness, put everything around it, right? Put everything around it that represents that health and wellness, but have it so where it is you at the center, okay? And you do the same thing for each of those separate the vision boards. If you're doing it all on one big board, you only have to do one in the middle, then you have the different areas. You have one up here, maybe one on, the other one's down here. You have your health and wellness in the right top corner. You have your finances in the right top corner. Then all at the bottom, you have your family and friends, right? So doing something like that, but make sure that your picture is in the center. And the fifth thing is hang your vision in a place where people can see it. And my computer's going dead. I need to get a plug real quick. So hang up your vision board in some place that you can constantly see it, whether it's in your room. You guys, like I said, I take pictures of it and I put it on my phone, save it as a screensaver. And I love using different apps. So I go ahead and take pictures of it and then put the three visions together with an app that I take a picture of, and that way it's constantly a reminder. I'm constantly looking at it, right? So Tina, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to you while I find a way to charge my laptop before it dies.
All righty, cool. So this is actually really detailed, really good information, and another way to look at how to put your vision board together. So I hopefully, if anybody has any questions, you can definitely put it there in the chat, and I'm back here in the chat side so I can see if you put anything, if you all have anything. But I want to quickly just share a story because I want you all to really know how important speaking something is, visualizing it, and then really writing it down. It's like it gets in your conscience and it gets in your subconscious mind. So I've been saying for months, like I'm really ready to get into the speaking arena. I already speak, but to another level. So I said, you know what? I'm ready. I want to meet Les Brown. I want to meet Les Brown. I've been saying that for I don't know how long. But guess what? One of the events that I went to, there was a speaker there that I connected with. And this speaker is like friends like this with who? Les Brown, right? So he's already promised me next month in June that he's going to introduce me. And I'm telling you, I know it sounds, like some kind of way, but I attribute it to me visualizing that I'm getting to meet Les Brown. I'm writing it down and I'm saying it. And so I hope that story encourages you all, because, and when I take next month, when I go, I've already registered for the seminar. It's in Dallas. I'm going to be there. I'm going to take pictures and I will definitely come back and share so you guys know that this came to pass. But I attribute it to a whole lot of being able to speak it into existence, believe it, and see it. And it's getting ready to happen. So take this exercise serious is all I'm saying. Take it very serious. So I'm over here doing the exact same thing that you all are. And like I said, if anybody has any questions, this is a good time. I'll take some. Or if you just have a comment and you want to just give some feedback, like all of that is welcome. Okay. All right. So, I got another call to get on. Okay. So it looks like, we have every section that we're supposed to have filled in. And I know for me, like I said, I have a whole lot of different images over here that I've printed out that I'm going to be putting together. So I see that you are back.
Yes, it died on me. It really did.
I know. I saw
the plug right there. So I missed your story.
I was letting them know how I visualized getting to how I spoke it into existence. I visualized meeting Les Brown, and next month I'm going to be meeting him. I'll be going backstage to meet Les Brown. Hopefully, I'm going to now that I know that part is going to happen, the next step is to visualize and to put it down that he mentors me in the speaking area, because he's a bad boy when it comes to motivational speaking. And so who else to learn from one of the best out there? So the next person, I guess, since I've conquered that, the Les Brown, then John C. Maxwell is another one that I want to meet. He's an excellent speaker too, just a really knowledgeable person. So I think I'm gonna put John C. Maxwell on my list, and we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know about you guys, but for me, whenever I put something down, I believe it's gonna happen. Like, I never know how stuff is gonna come out, but I always believe. I'm always saying, how can I make it happen? And I always believe that it's gonna happen. And it's like it continues to. I'm continually amazed at the power of the tongue and speaking things, believing it, and just it manifests. That, I'm telling you, it works. It definitely works. And then, writing it down and visualizing it, that's a part of like a daily routine. And you know what that does? That helps you to believe that no matter what's going on, where you want to be, that it's going to happen. And it has to be done daily. It has to be a new routine if you're not used to doing it. Affirmations, visualization, and this board is in alignment with visualization, because it's going to help you be able to daily see what it is that you're trying to achieve and why you're getting up and doing what you're doing every day. It helps you stay in the game. It helps you to see that, you know what, I'm not doing this in vain. I have a vision and it's going to happen. So I hope you guys are enjoying this, you know, and taking it serious and waking up the things that you thought that were, you know, maybe it couldn't happen. I'm hoping that this is something that revises that dreamer in you, that whatever it is that you manifest, whatever it is that you want to happen, that it can really happen. Yep.
Yes,
So
yeah, that is for sure. That is for sure. I don't know what happened. It kept tripping on me. So, but I'm back. I am back. I am back. But you guys, like exactly like Tina said, you got to believe it. Once you write it down, like she said, she believes it's going to happen. And I can tell you, we have countless stories saying that, setting an intention, that we're going to go places and do things, not knowing how it's going to happen, knowing that things have happened, and goodness, I could go in right now on so many places and excursions we've been on. We made it. We did it, right? We didn't know how, but we did it. But that's so important. That's why we work so well together, because we know, we believe in that. You know what I mean? We may take on things and say, you know, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know who I am and whose I am, right? So, and that's the only part that matters. As long as we're doing the work, because we know faith without work is dead, that it's going to happen. So I hope this helped you guys as far as writing down. I don't know what I did with my here it is. Your pie, right? The pie we wrote down. So you guys, I want to see you guys post it. I want to see what's in your vision boards. I want to see, and let me know if, you know, if this has helped you guys, right? Because we really want to get back to sometimes the basics of saying, you know what, we got to start with your mindset first. We got to start with your vision and how to go ahead and make it plain and write it so that it's clear on tablet, right? So you guys, I'm looking forward to jumping right in tomorrow on chapter 2 of the book Change Your Language, Change Your Life. And she also has some great meditations. If you guys go on her actual Instagram page is Jotina B, is at Jotina B, and she has some affirmations and meditation, just things to help you really just mode of focusing and really meditating on your life and the things that you want to see come to pass. So you guys, again, if you don't have the book, definitely get it. You can go ahead and order it on Amazon, or you can also download the Kindle version if you want to have it on your phone or your tablet. So you guys make sure you do that. And we're going to go ahead and close out this webinar, this hangout tonight. We appreciate everybody who joined this evening. If you have any questions about your vision board, either get back with me or Tina, and we will go from there. We have some exciting things coming up, some group coachings coming up. You guys are going to be so excited about. We releasing the end this week, so stay. I promise you, you will not regret it. So signing out here, Jaleesa Cheatham and Miss Tina Renee. We'll see you on the next hangout.